Long-distance besties. In a quiet neighborhood filled with mango trees and dusty streets, two girls grew up side by side. Their names were Grace and Precious. From the time they were little, people rarely saw one without the other. If Grace was laughing, Precious was probably the reason. If Precious was crying, Grace was the one wiping her tears. They walked to school together every morning, sharing snacks during break time and whispering about their dreams during class. Grace was calm, thoughtful, and loved reading books. She always had a quiet wisdom about her. Precious was energetic, talkative, and full of big dreams. She believed the world was bigger than the small town they lived in. Despite their different personalities, their bond was unbreakable. Teachers even joked, "If you want to find Grace, just follow Precious." And it was true. But life has a strange way of testing even the strongest friendships. When they were 17, Precious received news that changed everything. Her father had been offered a job overseas. They were moving to another country. At first, Precious didn't believe it. Then reality slowly settled in. The night before her departure, the two friends sat under their favorite mango tree behind Grace's house. Neither of them spoke for a long time. Finally, Precious broke the silence. "What if we forget each other?" Grace shook her head immediately. "That's impossible." "But things will change," Precious said softly. Grace looked up at the stars and smiled. "Distance only matters if friendship is weak." Precious laughed a little. "You sound like one of your books again." Grace reached into her bag and pulled out a small bracelet. "I made this for you." Precious stared at it. A simple, handmade bracelet with two tiny beads. "Two beads," Grace explained. "One for you, one for me." Precious tied it around her wrist and hugged Grace tightly. "Promise we'll stay best friends forever?" "Forever," Grace whispered. The next morning, Precious left, and suddenly the town felt quieter. At first, they talked every day. Video calls, voice messages, late-night chats about school, life, and funny memories. But as months turned into years, life became busier. Precious adjusted to a new country, new school, and new opportunities. Grace stayed home, helping her family and studying hard. Their conversations became less frequent, not because they stopped caring, but because life moves fast. Still, whenever they spoke, it felt like no time had passed. Then, one year,